Two loaded rosters. They both go deep. So what does that mean for this matchup?
It's great for your starters. They can go all out and not have to worry about playing all 40 minutes. They're able to get some rest.
And also, it allows your coach to adjust. With deep teams, you can try out different rotations.
And that one's good. Atkins.
A dynamic and efficient distance shooter, Atkins has established her perimeter presence.
Pass to Ionescu. The three is up. It's good from long range.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
It's tipped. Stolen by Deladon. And stolen by Ionescu. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Never scared to score near the hoop. Ionescu has a really impressive touch inside. And as the #1 pick in the 2020 WNBA virtual draft, Sabrina Ionescu was under major pressure coming into the league. And Sabrina, she didn't back down at all from
here in the first with a little over a minute played so far. And stolen by Ionescu. Here's the three. And again, it's the Liberty from deep. That pressure Ionescu faced after being the top pick of the Liberty, it didn't stop her from making her mark in a hurry.
That's right. She scored 33 points in only her second game in the WNBA. Her game was far more advanced than most rookies making the jump from college to the pros.
Yeah, coaches, they saw their team giving up a lot of points and wanted to get a break before it got out of hand.
And that's a big part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your players in the best position possible at all times. That's a great timeout.
Knocks it loose. Whitcomb with the steal. The three sinks the three-pointer.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. Just phenomenal ball movement.
Everyone's looking for the best shot, and it's paid off during this run.
Ionescu outside. And again, it's New York with a three.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the three-pointers they're allowing.
I don't know. I mean, there might be more defense in warm-ups. They need to close down on these threes.
Pass to Laney. Back to Ionescu. Now here's Whitcomb. Ionescu. She's covered by Mitchell. Shot is good by Ionescu.
That's a dozen straight points coming off of threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it, non-existent.
Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Last five makes, all five from long range.
And the defense hasn't pressed up to deny it. They're hanging back, and they're getting picked apart.
Pressure the ball, pressure the man, pressure something.
Washington calls timeout.
Well, Michaela Onyenwere, her potential became obvious in college. She led the Bruins in scoring for 3 straight seasons.
They're not having much success at all right now.
They need to reshuffle their lineup a little bit, try to find something that works.
And that one good.
The savvy of Mitchell leading to the open hoop for her team. What a facilitator.
Laney outside. Ionescu. No good on the triple. And the Mystics on the break. A nice shot by Cloud.
You think a little contact is going to hold Natasha Cloud back? No way. She's dedicated to her drive and finishes.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu hit the shot at the very last second.
The pressure on her in those circumstances was massive.
Pressure? What pressure? You cannot rattle her no matter what the situation is.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. All right, guys, the Liberty enjoying a nice lead here.
It's been a long-range battle for them, and one they are winning.
Some sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Laney's shot is off. Up top, Deladon. Atkins. Shook with the rebound.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
And she drops in the layup off glass. It seems like everyone has a three-point shot now. But how much has this three-point revolution changed the game?
Let me throw some numbers at you guys. Since the line was moved back in 2013, the amount of three-pointers attempted per game, it's increased about 50%. And in that time, scoring has increased, spacing has increased, and the game is played much faster.
And really beyond how the game is played, we've seen players' skills change. Power forwards, even centers are now expected to shoot threes. And I think the end result is going to be a style of basketball that fans love to watch.
Leilani Mitchell with the steal. Pass to Cloud. Inside. Atkins. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud.
Well, you don't really expect Cloud to miss a wide-open shooter because she's got great vision on the court.
She muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and she's on her way to the line.
You can always depend on her to put that lead pass right on the money.
The Mystics really having a tough go here. Poked away. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. And Jones gets it to go.
Great read by Ionescu at just about 6 feet. Sabrina is pretty tall for a 1. She's able to see the whole court. First overall pick back in 2020. Ionescu does a lot well, and it starts with putting the ball in the bucket.
Here's Laney. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Here's Shook. Laney, good.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
And yep, it's good.
A reliable interior scoring option. Charles plays with power and poise around the rim.
Pass to Shook. Rebounded by the Mystics. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Second team
That's
foul.
on Elena Deladon.
Shooting for New York, Kylie Shook. 2 shots.
And she can't get the first one. So both teams changing it up here. And she sinks the second. Here's Cloud. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. A one-on-one situation. Here's Ionescu. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Personal foul.
Playing with incredible fire. Sabrina Ionescu not to be denied. Such a strong guard.
She's getting her first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one misses.
They've changed their game here in the second, getting a little more physical.
And look for them to increase this lead if they keep getting to the line. Well, she sets up so many of her teammates. Nice to see Cloud being the one getting the pass.
Out to the wing. Back to Ionescu. Here's Whitcomb. Good, and Sabrina Ionescu gets the dime.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Liberty running away with it. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. And you know, no surprise, but Ionescu has been exceptional here, guys.
I really love her tenacity defensively. Her play on defense has been a big factor for them as she comes away with steal after steal.
And as the game moves on, I think she should continue to be aggressive on the defensive end and really just keep ball handlers off balance.
Well, the former MVP, Tia Charles, still a force whenever she's on the floor. One of the best double-double threats in the history of the league.
Laney Mitchell with the steal. Back to Deladon. Atkins. Whitcomb with the steal. And here we go again, the Liberty on the break. Pass to Shook. And stolen by Atkins. Tipped away. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. Shook, good.
Well, she was wide open and Laney found her.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. And with Charles, the 2012 MVP, as you mentioned, she can really control a game on the glass.
And she's one of the most reliable bigs in the league. She shows up every game, is rarely injured, and always gives great production. The numbers she's put up over her career are incredible.
It's a pleasure to watch her work at that end of the floor.
Sabrina Ionescu from outside. And again, it's New York with a three.
Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
A nice shot by Cloud.
Showing that competitive fire. Natasha Cloud takes pride in coming back with a three of her own.
Outside Whitcomb. Pass to Ionescu. And again, it's New York with a three.
At the offensive end, she's done as much as they could have hoped for today.
So it's Washington now. A one-on-one situation. Pulls it from the elbow. Hits the front of the rim and out. And the Mystics on the break. Here's Atkins. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
You just knew she was going to win that race.
Boy, gotta love that early offense. Super job on the break.
Pass to Shook. Outside Whitcomb. Shook. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. The three-pointer is on target.
Triples keep on falling, guys. Three in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Mystics on offense. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Mystics will retain possession. So both teams making some changes here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Even into her late 30s, Mitchell is a great shot maker.
Gray left side. Stolen by Deladon. It's Laney Mitchell on the wing. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
That's a clean look they gave her there, fellas. And, I mean, she drains those. So I wouldn't give her too many of those looks if I was the defense. There's no excuse for that turnover. That's just a straightforward pass gone wrong.
the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Liberty. And while we have the chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this is what being on the same page looks like. Fantastic feed and a heads-up play all around.
And how can you not be a fan of a sequence like that? This is what beautiful basketball is all about.
Yeah, unselfishness, just wonderful stuff.
Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Pass to Stokes. Odom. Outside Clarendon. Connects from three-point range. All right, let's give some love to players that might get overlooked. Who's the best role player?
She might not score a ton, but Brianna Turner does everything else. Turner racks up rebounds, she's an all-defensive team member, and she's just a flat-out winner.
I think of role players are those who might not put up huge scoring totals, but have a huge impact on games. So Alicia Clark is my pick. She's been a key on multiple title teams, a defensive ace, the type of player every coach wants on their squad.
Pass to Odom. Back to Clarendon. Gray.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We've played just over a minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Clarendon. And it's off from three-point range. Now Leslie. Here's Johnson. Second chance shot. And she takes it up and lays it in.
And that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready to react as soon as the shot goes up.
Pass to Odom. Gray. That three off the mark. And here's Weiss. Misses from close range.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Back to Clarendon. Pass to Gray. Now Stokes. 6 to shoot. To the wing, right side. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. And they go to the intentional foul.
I have no idea why she's fouling there. Maybe there's a little bad blood between those two.
Maybe. I mean, that's the only explanation for it. And even then, it's not a very good one.
Here's Zealous. From 13, and she nails the jumper. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ball's knocked loose. Out of bounds. Mystics ball as Washington keeps possession.
Substitution for Washington. Jillian Aline. Maisha Hines-Allen. Kiara Leslie.
Left side, Zealous. Pass to Leslie. That's tipped. Stolen by Sabrina Ionescu. Lets the three fly. Up again.
That is great timing. She is one tough customer on the offensive glass.
It's almost like she has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And hers might be better than just about anyone's. What do you think, guys?
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you just have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it. We saw the excellent defense, a potent offensive effort, and they were pretty much dominant.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.